Strawberry here is a chicken. He can't contract COVID from us, and Whitney is about 10 feet away from me, so we have plenty of space. So I'm going to go ahead and take off this mask to help you guys hear me a little bit better. Yes, hi Strawberry. He is very excited today, as you can see. So we're going to talk about some specific things that Strawberry has in common with some dinosaurs, because dinosaurs are pretty cool, and we are super excited here at the Memphis Zoo about dinosaurs because we have that awesome dinosaur exhibit that you guys are going to be able to come and go through tomorrow because we're open. Yay! So I'm actually going to start off by talking about Strawberry's feet here. So cool things about his feet is actually he has what's called scutes on them. So so he has scutes on his feet, and dinosaurs like Edmontonia have things called osteoderms. So those are like really big bone-like structures on there, and osteoderm actually stands for bony skin. Another word for osteoderm is actually dermal scutes, which is what Strawberry here has on his feet. So cool things between scutes and scales is scutes are actually formed on the bottom layer of skin and don't overlap. Scales are formed on the top layer of skin and tend to overlap each other. Now, not all animals that have scales that overlap, but a lot of them do. Another cool thing about scutes and scales is actually they are armor. So it helps protect these guys, especially Strawberry here. Say if it was a super rainy day, kind of like today here in Memphis, it's a little rainy, and he is going to go walk around on the ground, it helps keep his feathers clean. Because as you can see, he doesn't have feathers on his feet. So when he's walking around on the ground, he's going to have these cool scutes to help keep his feathers nice. Sorry, Strawberry, there you go. He's going to have those scutes to keep his feathers nice.
Now we are getting a great look at his feet. Can you maybe point out what you mean when you say scutes?
Yeah, so they're actually this whole little section. Here you go, bud. Yeah, wait. They're actually this whole section. His whole foot is covered in these scutes.
Ah, gotcha.
So it's just kind of like the bumpy skin on him. So another difference between scales and scutes is actually that scutes are thicker and a little harder. So they have a different feeling than scales do. So now that we've talked about scales versus scutes, let's talk about some similarities between chickens and a dinosaur called a velociraptor, which I'm sure lots of you have heard of. It's a very famous dinosaur. So chickens are actually common day velociraptors. So they have a lot in common with velociraptors. Like velociraptors have feathers. Strawberry here has a bunch of them. Another cool thing that they have in common is actually their bones. So both raptors and chickens have hollow bones. So they're not completely hollow, but they have some cool structure within them and fluid and air. So they're not completely hollow, but they help keep these animals nice and lightweight. Another cool thing that they have in common is actually a thing on their foot also. So raptors have what's called a killing claw, and that, if you can see, you might be able to see it on my little visual here, but this right here is actually their killing claw. So what they use that for is to hunt and catch their prey. So chickens actually have what's called a spur, which you can see on the back of his foot that he's showing off right now. And they don't use that to hunt and catch prey. They actually use it to find bugs, because chickens are omnivores. So they like to eat bugs and grains and seeds and fruits and veggies, which is what Strawberry is getting right here. So Strawberry actually loves blueberries. Blueberries are one of his favorite treats to get. But he's also getting a bunch of corn and peas because he also loves that stuff.
Now, Becca, can you tell us how he uses his version of it wasn't a killing claw for Strawberry. What was it called?
So it's called a spur, which you can definitely see by the angle he's at right now. So he uses that to dig around in the dirt for bugs. So he's kind of using it for hunting, but not in the same way as a raptor would.
But he's like digging into the ground and.
Yeah, he's digging up all of those dirt and all kinds of things just to find those little bugs.
That is so interesting. I actually did not know that.
So like I said, Strawberry here is about the same size as a velociraptor, whereas the guy behind me, this Utah raptor, was actually about 6 feet tall. So these guys were really big dinosaurs, in my opinion. They're not the biggest, but they're bigger than me. So that's a little intimidating, in my opinion.
No, I mean, if I saw that guy, I would be making peace with my maker.
Yeah. So another cool thing about chickens in particular is they were actually one of the first domesticated animals. So they've been domesticated for about 8,000 years. They also have a bunch of different species. There's actually over 500 different kinds of chickens. The smallest one being about 15 centimeters high, and the largest one being 30 inches. So that's over 2 feet tall. So those are some big chickens, in my opinion. Strawberry here is only about a foot tall. So these guys, another cool thing about them is ways to tell them a rooster here apart from a hen. So on top of his head, he has this really cool feature called a comb, and underneath his beak, he has a wattle. And hens also have that, but they're a little bit smaller. Yes, so they're a little bit smaller. But those pieces on them is actually used to regulate their body temperature.
That's great.
Another cool thing, roosters here don't lay eggs, but Buff Orpington, which is the kind of chicken that he is, their hens will actually lay up to 180 eggs a year. There are other types of chickens that can lay almost 300, so that's almost an egg a day. But Buff Orpingtons only lay up to 180 a year, so it's not too many eggs, but it's definitely plenty, and that's a lot of reasons. That's a big reason that people have them as pets, because they're awesome for eggs. So that is kind of my spiel. So if you guys have any questions, now is the time to ask, because me and Strawberry are ready.
All right. Well, we definitely have our usual hellos and hi's. Stacy, yay, we love Strawberry. So Strawberry, you have a secret fan club we didn't even know about.
Yeah, I believe it. He's a cool chicken. He knows it.
Oh, I'm sure. We got a hi, Becca, from Kate.
Hello, Kate.
And Alyssa would like to comment, she's just so glad to see a domestic animal for a change. Not many people know about all the cool features and physiology of chickens and how much she loves them.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot. Chickens are pretty cool, especially Strawberry here. Where you going, bud?
And Bryce wants to comment with his dino knowledge. The spur on a velociraptor is thought to be more similar to how a turkey or a grouse may utilize them in fights.
Yep, they definitely they're definitely helpful for that too, for sure.
That is so interesting. So, I don't know, I was sitting here messing with the analytics, and I apologize, but watching I see on the picture that he has feathers, the Utah raptor. Was that pretty common?
Does. Yeah, so raptors, like the velociraptor and Utah raptors, they all have these really cool feathers all over them, just like Strawberry does here. Strawberry, do you want any of these? Where are you going? Hey.
Let me switch to the other camera here.
There you go.
Strawberry's just exploring the table.
Let's go over here.
Well, that is so cool. It's so funny. My kids, if I try to tell them that the raptor is more like a bird, they're going to leave me like I've lost my mind.
No, they have a lot of similarities to birds, that's for sure. Definitely.
Now, of course, he has a beak, Strawberry, and the raptor behind you, I don't think he has a beak. He definitely has some teeth going on.
No, he definitely, yeah. So these guys were carnivores, so they definitely needed teeth, where Strawberry here is an omnivore, so he doesn't really need many teeth. He's got that cool beak that he can use to pick up all of those little bugs and treats that he loves to eat.
What about the tongue? You can see he's got a tongue in that photo. Do chickens have tongues?
Oh, yes, for sure. All birds definitely have tongues. They can use that, like parrots use it to help crack open seeds and things like that.
Oh, really? That's so cool. Cher would like to know, what is the red on Strawberry's head for?
So that is the comb. That's what it's called, is a comb. And also underneath his beak he has what's called a wattle. And those are actually used to regulate their body temperatures. So that's why chickens chickens are really great incubators. They actually have been used to help incubate eagle eggs in a research case. So they're really good at regulating their body temperatures. And he is very good at showing off. So he can crow. He's very good at it. But yes, so they're used to regulate their body temperatures. Come here, bud.
That's so cool. So, but chicken, like, you know, even if let me find this question. If the Utah raptor is more like a bird, would he be cold-blooded like many of his dinosaur friends?
So there's definitely, a lot of dinosaurs actually weren't necessarily cold-blooded because they're so big. They used a lot of energy, so a lot of them actually aren't cold-blooded, which is pretty cool.
There we go. Something we didn't know.
Hey, bud, do you want to come over here?
I'm gonna walk over and adjust the camera.
He's very interested in things over there. I don't know what it is. Here, bud. There you go.
There we go. Just a beautiful rooster. Maggie says, nice. Happy to hear from Strawberry.
Yes, he is great. He's doing great.
And Galamaya said, this is always a fun story. How did Strawberry get his name?
So we actually have 4 roosters here, or in our interpretation department, and 3 of them were actually named after Beatles songs. So that is where he gets his name from.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm assuming Strawberry in the Fields.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice. So what other dinosaurs are more related to birds than to reptiles?
So I definitely know that raptors, and all of them are definitely, they all kind of have these very similar features. It just kind of changed on the sizes that they were. But these guys definitely have a lot of similarities with birds.
So aside from feathers and they're not scales, but they're, what was it called?
Scoots.
Such a cute little name.
Yep.
What else do they have in common?
So the scoots is actually in common with a dinosaur called an Edmontonia, which is not what's behind me. That's a Utah raptor. But they're another kind of dinosaur that has really big, almost spike-looking things on their back, and that's actually what the scoot is.
And I'm glad to tell you, parents, we do have an Edmontonia here at our dino exhibit for you to enjoy.
Yeah.
Just a beautiful
Definitely
thing.
very cool to come check out.
Oh, getting back to our chicken questions. Maggie would like to know, how many chickens does... Oh,
Yep, that just happened. Oh dear. Strawberry. You okay?
pardon us while we chase the chicken.
He's okay. He definitely likes that camera. He was trying to come say hi to you guys.
He just misses his audience.
Yeah.
So going back to our questions, how many chickens does the zoo have? And do you have to collect eggs every morning? Now, I will warn you guys, Becca is not in that department. She is in the interpretation department.
I am in the interpretation department. In that department that I'm in, we actually have 7 different chickens. But there are definitely a lot more over in our farm. I'm not sure on the exact number, but they definitely lay eggs. One of our chickens here, Bertha, she lays an egg a lot too.
Huh, all right. We'll have to get back to you on that question, Miss Maggie. Steve would like to know, is Strawberry a Rhode Island Red?
No, so Strawberry here is actually a Buff Orpington. We do have Rhode Island Reds in our department as well, but he is Buff Orpington, which is why he has that nice orangey gold color that he does.
Now, what is he doing sitting there whacking his beak on the table?
He just, as a chicken, he loves to do that kind of thing. He does that to kind of dig around in the dirt to try and find bugs. So maybe he's looking for bugs. He can also just be kind of cleaning up his beak. Lots of different things that he does a lot of different things when he does that.
He's kind of eyeing you down like,
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
He's like,
Well, Cher enjoyed his little display there of hopping off our table. And so seeing that, how high or for how long can a chicken fly?
So that also kind of depends on the type of chicken. Chickens are not known for flying. They're not very good at it. They can definitely jump. They can definitely flap their wings to help them get a little bit of distance, but that's definitely not something that they're going to choose to do all the time. But yeah.
Now, he looks like he's kind of more showing off his chest now. What's he...
Yeah, he's definitely thinking, he just wants to show off, trying to impress the ladies that aren't actually in here.
Gallimimus wants to comment, Strawberry, master of mischief.
Yes, he is. That is for sure.
Yeah, because all the chickens we meet on the show have some very strong personalities, which is funny because most people don't think that a chicken would have a distinguishable personality from another chicken.
No, they definitely all have their own personalities. Strawberry here is a little bit mischievous, as you saw. He's kind of a goofball, but that's okay because so am I. So it works out. But he definitely likes to find interesting things that he can go and get into.
And he definitely likes being the star of the show. Before we started, he was vocalizing quite a bit, ready to come out and hit the stage.
He definitely wants to know that he's here. He wants everyone to know that he is here and he is ready.
So of all the roosters, is there ever a dynamic of who's the top dog rooster?
There definitely is, because roosters don't usually live with that many. There's usually maybe one or two, maybe two. It's usually just one with some hens. So they definitely have kind of a brotherly debate on who is the top dog. But nothing too crazy.
Well, that's good. That's good. And if you had to name a hierarchy of the 4 roosters, where does Strawberry fall?
I mean, I think he's the top dog, but the other chickens may not think so. You're bad.
So I haven't seen this one asked yet, but people do like to know, what is Strawberry's favorite food?
So Strawberry actually loves blueberries, which is what I'm picking apart right here. I'm giving him pieces of blueberry because that's actually his favorite, and I think that's super cute because his name is Strawberry and he loves blueberries.
Well, he and my son would get along very well. He is a big fan of blueberries himself.
They're definitely very yummy.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to share with us about chickens and dinosaurs?
I mean, they're pretty cool. You guys really should come check out our dinosaur exhibit here at the Memphis Zoo. There is tons of different and similarities to animals that are alive today. So it'd be really cool if you guys could come and check that out and see what kind of things that you see that are in common with the animals that are alive today. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I really appreciate it. Strawberry really appreciated it. He likes to show off when he can. And we look forward to seeing you guys